What's going on? Welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, welcome to the channel. Hopefully you enjoy the video. Now, we are not at the Starfield title screen where we're looking at just the word Starfield. And that is because I do read all the comments. I try and stay engaged with the audience that does watch. I take suggestions. Somebody suggested I take my music out, and I did. I like it better without the music, less work for me. To put timestamps in it. Good idea, especially for the longer videos. But there was a guy that said, just go right into the video. And then under that, and it wasn't malicious, it was actually a funny response. He said, yeah, go right into the video and then spend 2 minutes at the title screen. So we're not going to do 2 minutes at the title screen. We might be here for 2 minutes, but it's not going to be stagnant and stuck here. And if we are here for more than 2 minutes, it won't be like that forever. What you're looking at is an abandoned weapon station in the Eridani system, and this is Eridani 7C, a moon that is circling Eridani. And that moon and that planet is right next to Eridani 2, which is where I have my main base and a secondary base. And I happen to have two makeshift bases here on this moon. The reason is this entire system has almost every resource in the game. So I would tell you to check out the Eridani system. It is southwest of Alpha Centauri, so go there. The reason that we're here looking at this is because it has everything to do with tomorrow's video. In tomorrow's video, I'm just going to tell you the title of the video. It's called Vulture's Roost, the prequel. When I do the video, you'll understand why. I'm not going to give you any more than that, because we're not here to really talk about tomorrow's video. We're here to talk about what the thumbnail says. And the thumbnail says Playing God. And that is the new ship that I'm using. I'm using a different character, my original character. And I left her behind at 159 before I decided to create a new character and start over. So I created a new character, and now he's at 175, I think. And she's at 164, something like that. We'll see in a minute or so. Or maybe we won't. I don't know. But today is about playing God, so we're not going to be stagnant here. We're going to see more things happening at the beginning of every video. But we're here to talk about a mod that'll help you play God, and I'll explain what I mean, and let's just get right into it. Alright, so let's just head over to the mod screen and go to the mod that's going to let you play God. We're going to come down and we're looking for this one here, My Price No One Dies. There is a part of the game called the highest price, where somebody dies by the hunter's hand, and once you've gone through the Unity, at least once, you'll be able to save everybody by warning everybody, and then you save all the good guys. This lets you still save everybody, but this gives you a choice on if you still want somebody to die, this gives you a choice on how to do that. And the four people that you have a choice is between Sarah, Barrett, Sam, and Andrea. That was just a little clear of the throat. Don't get crazy on me. And this gives you an opportunity to pick who's going to die and also pick who's going to stay alive. And then there's a little twist to it as well, depending on whether you stay at the lodge or if you go to the eye. The person you pick to live will stay with you at the lodge, and the person who's you pick to die is at the eye. But if you decide to go to the eye, then the person that you pick to die will stay alive, and the person that you pick to live will die. It's confusing, but it actually worked out because I can tell you right now, the Shut Up Cora download that doesn't work, that download doesn't work. She's still talking to me while I'm sitting in my chair. But I wanted you guys to look at something here because, like I said, there's installation, and this one says no, load the mod last in your load order to ensure no other mod overwrites uh, the quest edits, and you can do that. Um, but I have a mod with right there Aubrey's hair bundle, and unfortunately that one has to go in last. The good thing is that it doesn't interfere with the mod that I just showed you. Nobody dies. So here's the load order. Some of these actually do not work, so I don't know why they're still there, but you can see my price, no one dies, and then Aubrey's hair bundle, and you'll understand why I have Aubrey's hair bundle in a minute, because I have to introduce you to the other characters, the other character and the other captain, and she has that new hair. So some of these do work, some of them don't. Sometimes they do work, sometimes they don't. But just make sure you. I haven't tried the Genghis Khan one yet, and some of these, it's all trial and error. Everybody, they do what they do when they're making the mods, and that's why they put instructions on there. They do put, if you have donation, if you want to do a donation, do that, and instructions on how to use it. Save the load order, and then go into the game. So this is the highest price to pay. So what we do is we go here, as you know, and we talk to Vladimir. Now you're not gonna probably hear him because I have the volume on the game down, but everybody knows, and there's your chance to save everyone. But if you hit that or anything else, this menu will pop up, and this says if you exit, it'll just play the game as normal. And what it does is that it randomizes who's going to die. And what they do is they take your two favorite people that you've been hanging out with the entire time, and they decide between the two, like flipping a coin, who's going to die. If you hit continue, you get to choose the person who's going to live, and there's Sarah, Sam, Barrett, Andrea, or nobody dies. And then you decide who's going to die. So this is where you get to play God. So I've done this once already, and I killed Andrea. Sorry. And I saved Sarah. But this time we're going to take out Sam. And we're going to save Barrett. Because Barrett is I like Barrett. He's a funny character. And the person that Barrett, whoever you pick secondary to stay alive, is the person that's going to go with you to Captain Petrov's ship, grab the artifact, and then you're going to come back here to the lodge, add the artifact, and then that's where that's where Noelle's going crazy, saying that she can't get anybody at the lodge, and then you'll hear, on the station. You just give some sort of like that one, don't worry, and then Vladimir says Starborn already, and then saying that he's there looking for the artifacts to defend the lodge. And of course you have a choice there to either go to the eye or not.
Still breathing, but oh God, all that blood. Hello, Constellation.
And of course you hear the hunter. I'll put that volume up at that time.
What did you do to our friends?
They call me the Hunter. And now that I'm here, your part in glimpsing the Unity is over.
So, you go through the motions like you do, the highest price to pay, that motion of doing everything here. Another small clear of the throat. Don't get all over me. So what you're going to do is you're going to decide to stay at the lodge. If you still want the person that you picked to live, stay here. If you go to the eye, Sam will stay alive, and then when you come back, Barrett will be dead. So stay at the lodge, and then do whatever you have to do.
I don't know how long it will take to pack up the artifacts.
I initially did have
I'll get started.
the whole thing going where they all run through the underground bunker, but I decided to cut that out. And then you go to the eye afterwards so you can see the fruits of your labor.
Sam?
And Sam is dead.
Talk to me.
Now, I know this is gonna sound cruel, but the good thing about Sam dying, I mean, he's not one of my favorite characters anyway. He actually talks too much, and he's a little bit more of a snob than Sarah is by saying, you know, the galaxy's too small for people to just stay there. You know, it's too big for people to just stay in.
You just had to hold on a little longer. I hate you.
But Cora hates you, which is fine, because she ends up leaving. When he leaves, she's gone as well. Because if you put Sam in an outpost, she's still there. So now you're gonna go to Noelle, and her and Vladimir are gonna tell you to go and hide the, you know, the artifact somewhere safe, and then you have a decision on whether or not to build the armory for the artifacts, either on your ship or in your outpost. I don't know why the hell Vladimir was all the way hell over there, but then when they start talking, all of a sudden we're near the airlock. So I don't know how that worked. And for this time, I decided to put it at my outpost as opposed to on my ship. And that's exactly what I did. I put it at the outpost instead of my ship,
Here.
just because I wanted something different. And doing that something different allows me to introduce you to my first character that I ever started playing with. And she's sitting there looking at the new ship, the Conquest, which I will show you maybe tomorrow. Or maybe there'll be a surprise at the end of this video, who knows. But there is Captain Scarlet. And Scarlet is somebody that I started the game with. I didn't actually start as Scarlet. I started as my regular character, the one that you've been seeing, the bald guy with the beard. But after going through Unity, I think it was the 11th time, I decided to change the character, because we didn't have the freedom that we have now, that when we can change the character and change the traits. So I changed it to a female, and I gave her as much of a realistic look as I possibly could. The hairdo was not there. That was a mod. And then the clothes that you get, the EIT clothes that you get at CJ's on Alpha Centauri, gives a more definition to her figure. She had a figure similar to this. This just gives more definition to it. The hairdo comes in a bun as well. But when I made her, she was always a redhead. And every female character that I make, not in wrestling, when I used to do my wrestling videos, not every character, female character was a redhead, but she had to be a redhead. Redheads are my weakness, so had to make her a redhead. And she's got some cool outfits. I like this outfit. This is her badassery outfit, and so is the one that looks like Lara Croft. And she has some other ones that just, for no reason at all, they're just tracksuits that look like she's going to work out. But it just puts something different on the character themselves. So she's just a character that I wanted to try out the mods with, and I enjoy it. I enjoy playing the game with both of them, and I play on Extreme, the hardest level. Plus, I downloaded the mod that balances out all of the systems. And what I mean by balances out all the systems, if you play anything, and you should know this, if you play anything like you go to Tau Ceti near Alpha Centauri, all the enemies are lower leveled. Well, I downloaded the level balancer for all of the galaxies. I mean, for all of the systems. So everybody is at my level. So whatever my level of my character is what the level of all the enemies are, or higher. So playing on Extreme and playing with that makes the game a lot more challenging. So you see the armory there, and to the right We have a big giant ATST giving me some defense here. And then we have turrets down on the ground. And then we have 8 turrets surrounding the actual armillary. And some others on the HAB. So we have 2 ballistic Mark IIIs right there in front. And then these next ones, the missile turret, the plasma turret, the lightning turret, the cryo turret, and my favorite, the flamethrower turret, are all part of Dark Star Manufacturing. And before I started recording this little section, these things were going crazy and shooting at something, and I couldn't see what it was, but they were doing their job, and whatever it was, it got killed. So, guys, that is today's video. It's a short one. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you like Scarlet. And if you liked the video, give it a thumbs up. If you want to subscribe to the channel, definitely do that. It doesn't cost anything. And do me one last favor. As always, take care of yourself, take care of each other, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace.